We are on week 26. Celebrations! How far are you? In today's video, we're going to take stock of the 52-week saving challenge, and we are on week 26. Celebrations! How far are you? Leave a comment down below. If you started at the beginning of the year with us, how far are you? I must say, I hit my target at 26 weeks. Of course, I knew it was doable, and the whole essence of the challenge was just to ensure that you are able to create a saving discipline. So if you have achieved that, then kudos to you. And that does not mean we have come to the end of the challenge. We are just halfway along the challenge. It will continue. Maybe I'll decide to start a new challenge or just continue saving. With time, I'll just figure out the approach I am going to take. In the meantime, I'm so proud of myself because I have an automated saving system, but I wanted to see how disciplined I can get when it comes to saving on Mshwari. I wanted to see how I can deal with the temptation. I must say it was successful. I was never tempted to use that money, and that is how I managed to hit the target in less period. And then when I could get extra, I would save the extra. When I could be late in saving, I could always find myself catching up with the challenge. Of course, the challenges will be there. You will be late. Sometimes you'll forget. Like now, I forgot last week, but I have saved for the 2 weeks. But for me, I would want to see more people engage in the challenge, and I would want to see more people saving, especially for the emergencies, especially for their emergencies. I was actually saving for the new year, and I've realized I might end up doing something at this point. Imagine it were you who had a target and you achieve it 26 weeks before. How amazing! Leave a comment down below with how far you are, because I know there are some people who are keeping up with the challenge. So on to the review. Number 1, we are going to review the goals. For me, the saving was only for one purpose. It was for the new year. And since I have achieved before the new year, I can put that money in an investment setup so that it can grow my money more. If you watch how the money has been growing in terms of interest on Mshwari, it is so low that it is not even motivating to save on Mshwari. If you usually save on Mshwari, what motivates you? Because honestly, I'm not motivated. Not because they don't give the interest, but because it's too little. Honestly, I need to make more money. I need to grow my money. And the only way is to get to an investment which is making me more money. So if you have investment ideas that make more money, please leave a comment down below and just give us a feel of how it has helped you grow as a person and it has helped you grow your investment. If your goals were different, like you had several goals, you can review them and see if you're within or you're making progress and how you can accelerate it. Like when I started, I didn't know I will hit the target halfway along the way, but I actually did. So that means you can. It's not like I had a lot of money. I only had commitment and I was dedicated to ensuring that I hit that target. So once you review your goals and you see the circumstances, you can decide to increase your saving or just stick to the same amount. The rule is never to go back. Never ever reduce just because you think you're saving faster. If you find yourself saving faster and more, it means you can save for more goals. So look for the additional goals, but don't decide, now I can go slow on the saving because I am thinking I've saved a lot. Our mode of saving was weekly. We also gave a guidance for those who are not able to do weekly, to do twice a month, every day, every month. All the guidelines are in our previous video. I will link it down below so that you can just check it out and you'll be able to catch up And if you're starting today, don't think we are moving too fast. You can catch up. If I manage to achieve the goal within half the period, who says you can't achieve? Anybody can be able to achieve. So if you're starting today, start. Don't start speculating, oh, they're halfway. Now I'm starting, I'm adding on to the challenge because I've already hit the challenge for the 52 weeks. So, and that shows that it's doable. So the next thing you're going to do is to assess whether you have hit the target, which mode is working for you. Is the mobile money? Is it bank? Is it saving in a piggy bank? Is it saving in an investment plan that is working for you and you focus on it? Or even do better if, like what I said, I feel like the money more I feel like the mobile money is not working well for me, so I'm looking at other options. The problem is that the money I'm saving weekly is too little to put in uh, an investment, because I think, like, for unit trusts you start with 500 and I'm saving 300, so maybe I might try and motivate myself to increase to 500, but I will see. Now that I'm halfway done and I have seen it's doable, I can decide to increase to 500. If you decide to increase, leave a comment down below. What motivated you to increase? What would make you increase your savings? Like for me, is because I've realized I can do other things before even the time that I had set for myself comes. The next thing, you're going to assess the amount that you have saved and compare with the target. Are you on track? Are you ahead? Are you behind? And if you're behind, what do you need to do to improve or to catch up? For me, I am ahead. I have actually achieved. So I will need to figure out what better way to approach the next half of the year to be able to even do more and maybe even save more, because I've realized if I can keep up with the 300 and increase when I'm able to, then it makes it easier for me to achieve my target. And to be very honest, this is the very first time I have been able to hit my mobile money saving target. Can someone clap for me now? The next thing you're going to look at is the saving method. Has it been working for you? So we had said you can use piggy bank, mobile money, bank account, an investment plan. So which one have you been using and has it been working for you? Like I said, mine is not working because I've realized I'm getting very little interest, but because of the amount of money that I'm saving, that is where I might be getting little interest. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to review, and maybe in the next video I will share with you how the approach I am going to take in that line. Yeah. The next thing we're going to look at is the emergencies that occurred during the period. Did you have any emergencies that interfered with your saving plan, with your saving schedule, that made you even go into your saving and stop saving? Maybe that's the next thing we may need to know, so that we can assess. That tells me that you have not saved for your emergency fund, and you're forced to take the money that you're saving for specific goals for your emergencies. But we also said you could also be saving for your emergencies. So if you use the money for your emergencies and it was meant for emergencies, then it is still okay. But if you used your savings for another purpose for your emergencies, then it means there is a gap and you need to work on that gap. The next thing we need to look at is, have you identified areas where you can be able to save on your spending to be able to increase your saving? And if you're struggling to save, have you identified places where you can completely cut your expenditure, like maybe eat out when you're focusing on saving, especially saving for your emergency, and then you save, and then once you have your saving fund for your emergencies in place, then you will not worry about it out. You're just making a sacrifice for some time and then going back to your normal life. Leave a comment down below if you had to make a sacrifice to keep up with this challenge. The next thing we're going to look at is adjustments to the upcoming 26 weeks. Remember, we have said you could be ahead, you could be behind, or you could be within timelines. If you're ahead, amazing. That means you can even save more. So you may need to look into the aspect of increasing your saving. If you're behind, you need to catch up. You don't have a choice. If you're within, then you can increase. So depending on where you are, you still need to assess and take action. For me, like I said, I will have to either increase the savings and increase the target and come up with a new saving structure. I can decide to also save for the new year and use this money for something that I really need. It was actually not in the planning for the year, but I've realized it's a need that I have to fulfill. You see, the money has come through for me. So if you're lagging behind, what do you need to do? Number one, you need to increase your savings so that you catch up. Number two, you need to reduce your spending so that you're able to save. Number three, you can sell unwanted stuff. Number four, you can get an additional source of income. And number five, you can look at where you can cut on the expenses. If you are on track, maintain the momentum. Don't get excited because you think you have hit the target. Now get excited to do better and save more. Actually, for me, that is what I feel, because I thought when I started, I didn't think I would get here. And look at me now. I managed to hit the target before halfway through the period. So I am motivated and I have to set new goals and focus on what else I can do to better my saving. And this mostly, I say, is a challenge for all of us because I want to improve on my saving. I'm very disciplined and I have automated my official saving. So for me, it has actually improved my saving culture, like seriously. The next thing we're going to look at is that, have your goals changed? Do you still have the same goals? And remember, this challenge is not like for me who is focusing on a specific thing. It is for everybody. So if your goals have changed since the time we started the challenge, you need to address that. For instance, maybe you started as a single person, now you're married, you have to incorporate the family setting. Maybe you didn't have a child, now you have a child. Maybe you didn't have a stable source of income, now you do. Maybe you had a stable source of income which has changed. Maybe your income has increased, your income could have reduced. There are so many factors that can affect or need you to adjust your goals. So you need to assess each and every factor so that you're able to keep up with the saving challenge and you're able to keep up with your saving goals and you're able to keep improving, because any improvement calls for you to improve your savings also. Celebrate success. You have been saving, you have made sacrifices here and there. Why not celebrate yourself? Actually, you can even take yourself for lunch, for dinner, spoil yourself with something to just appreciate your sacrifice and your hard work. For me, I think I deserve it because I managed to hit the target 6 months ahead of time, halfway down the line. And sometimes the reason I was delaying is because I would forget, because of life has been lifing. But see, I have managed to achieve. I'm not sure that anything that I have been looking forward to do that would excite me, that I would want to do, but I will definitely celebrate and appreciate myself. The next thing I would suggest is review often. Like, don't just review when we are doing halfway. You can review every 3 months, every 6 weeks, every 5 weeks, depending on your discipline. And this applies to all your goals, not just your saving goals, but also your personal goals. Give yourself 6 months for each. Don't stress yourself with so many things. Give yourself 6 weeks. Often review and always check on your environment at the time you're doing the review. Be flexible. Life can be unpredictable sometimes, and things can happen that will affect your saving schedule, but don't give up. Keep going, keep doing it, and trust me, you will achieve at the end of the day. Can you imagine that thing that I have to do that was not in my budget, that because I was disciplined in saving, that I will be able to achieve now? Leave a comment down below if any saving that has helped you get out of a situation that you had not anticipated and it is actually a necessity. By reviewing often, you'll be able to adjust your saving, either increase or just see whether you're making progress, adjust according to your current goals, and just be able to keep up and achieve your goal by the end of the 52 weeks. Leave a comment down below with how your experience of the 52 weeks saving challenge has been, because it has been amazing for me. 50% of the journey is done. It doesn't mean that if you didn't start at the beginning of the year, you can't start now. It's never too late. So if you miss the starting point, start now. Let's do this challenge. Let's get you to your let's get to achieving our goals together as a team. It doesn't matter how much money you're able to save at whatever point. What matters is that you're making the effort. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any feedback on the 52-week saving challenge, don't forget to leave a comment down below. If you are having any challenges, let us know. We will try and help you out so that you're also together with us in this journey, because this journey is amazing and it has helped me improve even in my financial planning. Yeah, so otherwise, see you on our next one, and don't forget, this is Live and Learn with Jess. So otherwise, see you on our next video. Bye.